Hi everyone, this is fraction of remainder series word problems. We are looking at workbook page 93. We are looking at the question number 5 on fraction of remainder. For this question, I will be sharing with everyone two different working steps that you can use to solve this problem. I will advise you to finish watching the video first before deciding, hey, I would like to refer to this and or refer to the other working steps as the one that I'm going to write down in as my answer. Okay, so here let's read the story first. Mrs. Mock has some amount of money, and part of the money is on a handbag that she spent on, and then the remaining amount, part of it she's going to spend on shoes. The question asks, how much did Miss Mock, how much in terms of money did Miss Mock spend on a pair of shoes? Right. So that's all the money, that's handbag, and that's shoes. So if I were to work through the steps just as how I've done in previous questions, I'll go step 1, find the remaining amount. Here, the in all in most of many fraction remainder type word problems, step 1 you find the remainder. So I have all the money here, all the money. I'm sorry for the ugly scribble. Let me write it nicer. All the money, that's one whole, minus 1/4, that's minus the handbag. I get 3/4. So 3/4 is the remaining amount of money. Okay, the step two, find the amount spent on shoes, which here says 1/3 of the remaining amount. So the shoes is 1/3 of the remaining amount here. Oops. 3/4 here. I can simplify this and get 1/4. So this is 1/4 of all the money spent on shoes. Okay, so the last part here, I need to find the shoes in exact how much. Which is 1/4 of all money times all money. All money is $760. That's in other words, 760 divided by 4. I get $190. So $190 is the amount you spend on shoes. Now this is the first method of working steps that can get me to the answer. First, find the fraction that is the remainder from the whole. Second, from the remainder, I find the fraction that's spent on shoes, the fraction of all the money to spend on shoes. And finally, I find the actual amount by using the fraction multiplied by the actual amount of money, 760. And that gives me the answer. Now I'm going to write down the other method, the alternative method at the side here. So the first step is the same. The first step is I find the remainder, but in a slightly different way. Remaining amount of money. Okay, slightly different. So first step I will find, okay, 1/4 of the money times 760. This is handbag, okay, and is $190. The remaining amount is 760 minus $190. That gives me $570. So $570 is the remaining amount here. I go to find the shoe. The price of the shoe that she spent on is 1/3 of $570, which is you realize that you actually get the same answer, $190. But I'm working, you can see the last two steps were using whole numbers. Now if I, so here's the two different working steps to get to the answer. If I were to draw a model to help you to understand this question, I'm drawing the model after I solve this question. To let you know how it really look like, this is all the money. This out of this whole of money, I'm cutting it into 4 parts. Okay, 1/4 of the money here, 1 unit here. This is on the handbag. Now, and then it says here, 1/3 of the remainder of the remaining amount. So the remaining amount is this 3 units here. This remaining. And then if I were to say 1/3 of the remaining amount is, you can see it's 1, 2, 3, 3 units. Just nice one, so 1/3 will be just 1 unit here. You can see that if I were to bring it down, this was the 3 units, because one part is on handbag, the rest here, this is the rest, and it says 1/3. So I am cutting it into 3 parts, which just nice here. The remaining units were 3 units already. So it matches with the, again, it matches 1/3 of the remaining. And when I put this back into its original whole number of units that make up the whole $760, it's 4 units. That's where I get that 1/4. So this is the model, how it looks like. I can refer to it here. Okay. So which method do you think you prefer? Okay, you can write it down in your book and share with me which working steps you prefer, or if you can actually understand both, that will be excellent. Okay, this is question 5 on page 93.